It's officially here. The 2024 Olympic roster has dropped.
Oh, beautiful for my country.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
The day is here. It is official. We have an 18-person roster for Paris, and a lot of emotions. So what we're going to do, I don't know how much I'm going to edit this because I want this to come out as soon as possible. We're recording this about 12 in the afternoon. But the roster dropped about 2 hours ago. But let's go through it. First and foremost, the most important position in Sarah's opinion, her girlfriend, Alyssa Nair.
Alyssa motherfucking Nair, yeah.
When she got hurt during this, a couple weeks ago, we were all a bit worried, or a month ago, but she's killing it. And great to see her. Also, Casey Murphy, I thought she was pretty much a lock. Defenders, Tierna, Emily Fox, Naomi Girma, Casey Kruger, Jenna Neiswanger, Emily Sonnet. So pumped to see. I'm really excited to see Casey Kruger. She was an alternate last time, but then she turned into a roster player because all the alternates did, and she's been killing it. And to make a major roster, I'm pumped for her. And then Sonnet back as a defender. Great to see that. Jenna Neiswanger, we love Gotham. Jenna Neiswanger, who would have guessed 2 years ago she would be in this position? So pumped for everyone.
Yes, if she wasn't on the roster, I was going to have to bonk some heads together.
Also, Tierna getting hurt, coming back. So exciting to see. Midfielders, we have Korbin Albert, Sam Coffey, Lindsay Horan, Rose Lavelle, Kat Macario. Also, we're going to talk about Corbin in a second, but Sam Coffey, she got injured a couple weeks ago. People were kind of nervous, but she's very important to the roster. But of course, Lindsay, Rose, Kat, great to see Kat back, and very excited. Then forwards, Crystal as a forward, Trinity Rodman, Jaden Shaw, Sophia Smith, and Mallory Swanson. So that is your team. And super excited for everyone. So first off, congratulations to everyone who has made the team. But the two big things we are going to talk about in this video, or one in particular, but the first thing that stands out to, I think, most people is no Alex Morgan, the face of U.S. soccer for the last 15, 16 years. The first time she hasn't made a major roster since 2008. Emma has decided to not go with her.
I'm not too shocked. I thought it was like 50-50.
Yeah, based on kind of some of the analysis I've already seen, Alex Morgan was not picking up the new system the way that some of the other players were. And, I don't think a lot of people are shocked, but I think a lot of people are sad to see her not there. She has still been playing at a high level, so I think she deserves it. I don't think either which way people, there's points for either. I see someone say right here, anyone who is a real soccer fan has been watching and knows that leaving Alex Morgan out was the right choice. A tough one, but the right one. And then someone said right here, says, respect to Alex Morgan, a legend, but this is no longer her time. So it's sad to see, but with an 18-person roster, those are the kind of choices you got to make. And, it's sad to see her not make the roster, but I don't think a lot of people, I don't think this was a complete and utter snub or anything. And she did put out a statement, so I'll read the statement.
So Alex Morgan says, today I'm disappointed about not having the opportunity to represent our country on the Olympic stage. This will always be a tournament that is close to my heart, and I take immense pride anytime I put on the crest. In less than a month, I look forward to supporting this team and cheering them on alongside the rest of our country. LFG.
Yeah, so she sounds pumped to watch them, support them, and that's a great statement from her. Hard, it's always hard, but a lot of respect to her. She's an absolute legend, so won't see her there. So that was number one story. Number two story is we got to talk about Korbin Albert, because everyone knows the story. Sarah and I have made it clear what we think. A lot of people in our comment section since we've been making the videos have basically said, a lot of them, she's young, give her a chance, she'll learn, you make a mistake. And I agree with that sentiment. And although I agree with that, I still feel like what she did, I just think what she did is so extreme. Like, I still feel that, like, it's hard for me to say that, which I do agree with, but not still understand the hurt that she has caused, and doing it so recently. So I am still kind of torn, although I believe in forgiveness, and that's But that's what I want. That's what I want my heart to be, you know.
Yeah. Also, I think that Emma Hayes is purely concentrating on the soccer aspect of it, regardless of anything else. Y'all tell me, should it be both? You know, should you just focus on the soccer and winning, or the other aspect? I don't know.
And you know, I had the thought that she was going to make the roster for a few reasons. A, because her depth, the depth in her position is not the greatest. So you kind of look at it, well, she's one of the best options in her position. And recently, Trinity Rodman came out in a Vanity Fair article and basically defended Corbin. She goes,
so she said, I like to say social media is a great place, but a dangerous place. Having strong opinions is difficult, especially when you are looked at a lot and you have a platform to do so. Obviously, getting booed is horrible, but there's people that have their opinions and have their beliefs, and they're not always going to match up with those. And I will say, I 100% do agree with what Trinity Rodman said. But at the same time, when something was so blatantly homophobic and against a group of people, that's kind of where I draw the line. Like, yeah, you can have opinions.
I saw this take on TikTok too. It's not like Corbin said she didn't like pineapple on pizza, or she didn't like dogs. You know, she's a cat person.
I love pineapple on pizza, so those people can go fly a kite. No, I'm just kidding.
It was very serious things that she talked about very recently. So although Trin, you know, obviously wants to be a good teammate, I understand that. These are serious things. So that's one aspect. Like I said, a lot of people have come to our comments and also said, you know, let someone, and I do think Corbin's going to get cheers in France. She plays in France. I do think people are going to cheer her in France but
she's practically French at this point. I don't know.
So I did have the feeling like she was going to make it. But one thing I wanted to talk about, and I might do the clickbait on this video, but it really isn't clickbait. There's something going on with U.S. soccer, U.S. women's national team, because, you know, the first thing you want to do is go to the comment section to see what everyone's saying. And I knew the idea of Korbin Albert, what is she doing? We don't support her, was going to be in the comment section just because people want to hear their voice heard. I am telling you, they are blocking and deleting comments that use the word Korbin and Albert, because, and it might be different by the time this video goes up, but when I first went on there, on the U.S. women's national team Instagram, I saw people saying there was no one was saying the name Corbin or Albert, and I go, that's kind of weird. Maybe they were down on the bottom. Then I noticed I didn't see any comments about it, and I was like, that's weird. That's not normal. Then I went to other things like Just Women's Sports or ESPNW, and the name Korbin Albert was in their comment section. Then I go back to the U.S. women's national team. I see a couple Corbins with a Corbins. Then I go, they're blocking the name Korbin and Albert. And that's the conclusion I have come to. They are blocking that name. Now, it could be different by the time this video goes up, but at the beginning, because I see a couple people talking about saying, I can't believe you let homophobia on the team. And then someone goes, who are you talking about? And you could see that there was responses, but they had been deleted. And then I see a comment here that says, why are you hiding and deleting comments? And I think that's what they're doing. And that's pissing me off.
I mean, I totally believe it, conspiracy theory or not, because, you know, the PR people, they got to do their job, I guess.
Yeah, so that part actually pissed me off. And it goes above and beyond Korbin Albert at this point. I'm almost taking her out of the equation at this point. You know, putting her on the first day of Pride night, that was one thing. Okay, that was a choice. Then now not allowing people to have their say in the comment section with her name, that's just, if you didn't want her name to be mentioned in the comment, why put her on the team?
Yeah, I mean, good point. I mean, they knew that putting her on the roster was gonna cause a lot of backlash, and I don't know.
I don't know. I just saw that really upset me, because I felt like the U.S. women's national team, that stands for what they have historically stood for, inclusion, and now blocking someone who the fans want knowing how they feel. Now, someone could say, hey, it's not good for the morale of the team for that person to keep seeing their name. I believe this has just happened, but I believe Emma Hayes came out just talking about Korbin Albert, saying, hey, it affects her. She hears the boos, and she's a great person. And that's another topic that true, not true, but people are making their voice heard because of something she did. It's not like unfairly I'm saying this because I don't like something about her that she has no control over. She decided to say homophobic, transphobic, anti-LGBTQ things. So the fact that they are blocking her name, at least on the official Instagram, at least at this point, it could change by the time this video goes up. That really annoyed me that people can't have their say. And that, like I said, that almost goes beyond Korbin Albert. It's with the problem with U.S. soccer, which, yeah, as of right now, I'm looking through all the comments. No, the name isn't even allowed on their Instagram. But you obviously can go to Twitter. You can go to you can go to the other pages of Just Women's Sports. You still see it, So those are the two things that we did want to talk about. And like I said, this isn't almost not about Korbin Albert anymore in a way. But yeah. But I'm so pumped for everyone. Also, the alternates, we didn't read those. The alternates also Croy Bethune, Jane Campbell, Hal Hirschfeld, and Lynn Williams, which it's like, I'm pumped that she's an alternate. She was an alternate last Olympics, and she ended up making the full roster because that's the way it happened with COVID and everything. But gosh, she's had a rough go. I think she was injured, so she is still coming back from injury, but yeah. But hey, sometimes you're the alternate and then you make the roster. But happy that she was picked as an alternate because Alex Morgan wasn't an alternate. And a lot of people said someone of her caliber and legacy, that would be kind of almost insulting for her to take the alternate role. So she wouldn't want to do that. Also, Lily Yohannas was a possible name for this roster. And she was not named for an alternate spot. So that makes me think that, and a lot of people think, is she going to choose the Dutch team over the U.S. women's national team because she still has an option because she is Dutch and American, so she can choose. And if I were her, that Dutch team would be pretty intriguing because there's 400 million people in America. Dutch is smaller pool to make sure you get a starting spot on a team like that. So what does everyone think? Congrats to the 18. Just wild not to see Alex Morgan there, the face of U.S. soccer for the last 14 years or however many years, not there. I'm gonna say something kind of crazy. I think, how do I say this? I think Alex Morgan deserves a spot in the 18 more than Megan Rapinoe did last year on the World Cup roster, if that makes any sense.
Controversial, but
yeah.
No, yeah, I see what you're saying.
So, what do you think about? Also, again, what do you think about Korbin Albert? Sarah and I believe, I believe in forgiveness. I'm not holding this against Korbin Albert to the day I die. She's a young person. But U.S. Soccer blocking her name on their Instagram. Now, you can say that's U.S. Soccer's right. It's their page. They can do that. And I don't disagree with that either. But for U.S. Soccer to blatantly just say, we don't care about, to blatantly say, we're just going to block it because we're done hearing it and we're going to do what we're going to do. Okay. Like Sarah says, it's about winning. I get that. Then again, they win the gold medal. Is everyone forgiven? Everyone? So what does everyone think? Questions, comments down below. And it should be exciting. I think the first games they play are in July with this roster gearing up for the Olympics. And we are pumped.
Yeah.
Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to everyone later. Have a great night.
Bye.